Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson. I'm very happy to have you here with me today. Today we're gonna create something special. It's gonna be a little bit complex, but don't worry, I'll walk you through it, and plus you can always download the full blueprint with everything set up. You'll find the link in the description below. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take an already existing video of mine, and we're gonna create short clips of that. The way why am I explaining this is because recently with Whop getting very hugely popular, especially if you go into discover and explore, and then you go into content rewards here, you will find a lot of opportunities here. Like you will find a lot of opportunities that you can take. You can clip their video. What clipping means is create small clips out of long videos, and you don't have to do it manually with n8n, and with the way that I'm going to show you today. You can do it through automation, so you don't need to do anything. You'll have at the end a series of shorts that you can use. And here, for example, you can find a lot of opportunities that they have huge budgets. Like here, they have $100,000 as a budget, and it's already 50,000 is already paid out to people that are using Whop. So in order to do that, I'm going to show you a way. So what we're going to do is just start fresh. So I'm going to say this like shorts. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a form. Let's start with a form, and let's start with a form trigger. Now what a trigger is a way to start the workflow. So it's a first step. You can see it as a first step into starting a workflow. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give the form a name. It's going to be long video link, and then I'm going to say or let's call it shorts, something with shorts from videos. And then I'm gonna have the first field is long video link. It's a text and it's required. And then I'm gonna have another one is called I want the user to be to have the ability to choose how many shorts they want to create, and I want this to be a number, and it's also required. Okay, so that's our test form. So let us test it out. Okay, we have the form here, and it has everything we need. Let me go into my YouTube channel here, and I'm gonna choose one of my videos, copy, and then I'm gonna go back here, and then I'm gonna choose my form here. There you go. I'm gonna paste the video here, and let's say we want to have 2 shorts. Okay, I'm gonna submit, and then you're gonna see the form now working with 1 item. Okay, I'm gonna pin this so we don't have to do it again. Okay, so that the first step is done. The next step is we're gonna use a service called Klap API. Now the Klap API is a way to take a long form video, and through AI and through intelligence, it finds the best parts in the video and automatically cut that out for you, put the caption, put everything, so everything is ready. Okay, now they have an extensive API section for you to know how to use it. If you download the workflow that I provide, you don't need to worry about any of that. So let's go back. So I'm gonna create an HTTP request, and then this HTTP request is gonna be a post. So we're gonna send something, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna call this endpoint called video to shorts. Okay, and for the authentication, since I don't want to keep on sending headers over and over again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say generic and header authentication. Okay, so I have mine already set up here. You can create your own, create credential, and here you just want to say authorization, and then here you say bearer, and then space the API key that you get from Klap API once you register. All right, and then you hit save. This way we don't have to do this step over and over again. So what we want to say, we want to send a body, so it's going to be raw. So we're going to send a raw JSON, and it's going to be application/JSON, and we're going to send this one. So let's put the body here. Exactly. So what we're going to send this video URL from YouTube in the number of max number of clip count. Okay, 2. Both of these are, I just dragged and dropped this from here to here, and you will have that. Okay, so this is going to be making the request. I like to rename my HTTP requests so I don't get lost, because they do get a lot as you go. All right, so that's the first step. So we're making the request. Of course, we're gonna have to wait until the request is done. So we're gonna wait like around 3 minutes, always is a good thing. And then we're gonna make another request, and I'm gonna copy and paste this one so I don't have to remake everything. And I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna name it status. Gonna rename it, and then here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call up another endpoint, and this endpoint is going to be called here. Okay, and it's going to be an expression. It's going to be this. So it's calling the ID from the previous result, and it's gonna have the same, and it's going to be get. It's not going to be post, because we're just trying to get the status of whether it's finished or not, right? And inside of this is the json.id is what we'll get from this request. Okay, so let's try to have it done this way. Okay, that way it's specific more. Okay, so we have that now done, and it's called status, and this will result in the status either being ready or not ready, right? And to do that, we're gonna have an if statement that will probably check. We need to check, right? We need to check what we have from the status, if it is ready or not. So we're gonna take the dot status, whatever we get from there, dot status. If it's equal to ready, then it's positive, and we continue. If it's false, we need to wait. So we'll wait another 1 minute, let's say, and then we'll check again. Okay, you see me do this in the last video. It's a very good thing to always check. Okay, so if it is ready, what's going to happen next is we are going to get the output. Like, we're gonna get how many shorts we created, and to do that, we're gonna do another HTTP request. We're gonna duplicate this one so we don't have to do things over again, and we're gonna connect this to here, and this is gonna be a get, of course, a get request. So it's already a get. What we need to do is just replace this by the name of I think it was called status. Okay, we do the dot first here, instead of the dot item, because we do it after the if, and after the if, and after always after branching, you need to specify dot first, so n8n knows how to handle it. Okay, and then we'll put the output ID from the status, because that gives us the status, and we'll leave everything the same. We only need to rename this is let's say get shorts. Okay, so the result of this will be the list of shorts that we did. What we want to do after that is export those shorts that we got from here, and to do that we're going to do a post. So we're going to do a post because we're telling it to do something. We are telling it to do an action. So it is a post, and then we are going to paste this endpoint, and this endpoint is going to let's remove that. It's going to be status, and this will give us the output ID, and then we are going to I think I didn't duplicate that, so we're gonna have to duplicate. Sorry about that. So let me do it again. This is going to be a get, because this is the getting the shorts. Okay, by accident I didn't duplicate. Okay, this is getting the shorts, and then I'm going to duplicate this, and this will be exporting the shorts. Okay, and this we will use the other endpoint, which is the one with the request inside, and the one that is post, because we're telling it to do an action. Here we'll do the same. We'll do the status from here, and here we will do the we're gonna so what we will do here is we will do the we're gonna get the shorts, then dot JSON, dot item, dot JSON, and then dot ID. Okay, then exports. Perfect. We don't need to send anybody. We are giving it everything in here. Good. So this will export the shorts, and then after exporting, as you guessed it, we need to see if it's done or not. Okay, so we'll do the, so here we did status, and here we'd say, let's duplicate this one. Okay, so this one would be status 2, let's say, and then what we're going to do is, let's get the one from here so we don't have to rewrite everything, because it's only at the end. Here we add the we'll add another one from here, and then we'll choose the export shorts, then dot item dot JSON dot ID. So here we're checking the we're checking the status, it's a get, okay? And then here we will also do the same bit that we did in here. So I'm gonna copy these. Okay, so put that in here, and then here that the same, so it will be the same kind of workflow that we did there. And here it's going to be the same. If it's ready, we will get the URLs here. Okay, so we have a bit of thing here. So let me add some notes just to make things better. So if we divide it into parts, is here we're creating the shorts, here we're exporting the shorts, and here we're getting the shorts, right? So let's name this request. Okay, and here we'll color it green. Is there any different color? Okay, that's good. And then here we'll call it shorts. And then here we'll call it export. Of course, you can call it whatever you want. Okay, so this is just for me to understand what is happening. So that is here, and this is here. The export section is there. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So I'm gonna save this. So what we're gonna do now, so we have things set up in here. We just need to test in our workflow. Of course, this is everything I did now so far is without a test. So what we need to troubleshoot if everything is working. Okay, let's start from the first one since we already have data from here and we already have everything here set up. Let's try to click test step. Okay, so it tells me it's due to incorrect host domain value. Okay. Okay, so probably we did the link wrong. All right, as I guessed it, so this was wrong. It was .video, it needs to be .app. I'm gonna pin the request here so that we can proceed with the next step. So the next step is we want to check the status, and here as well, see .video, it needs to be .app. And here we're gonna get the of course the ID. So let's test this step. Okay, so it needs to wait. We can disable this step for now. Let's pause the stop the workflow from executing. I think it's gonna wait, so I'm gonna wait for this. I don't want you guys to wait with me. All right, so I just refreshed the page. Let's go into this step and then test it. So the status is ready. Okay, which is good. So let's move on to the next step, and I'm gonna pin this so I don't have to wait again for that. We'll run this. Of course, it's valid. So here we need to replace this with app as we said before. And then this will get us the shorts. Let's test. There you go. So we have two items. As we said, we needed two shorts, so it gave us two items. And here you can see it gave us the TikTok title, the YouTube title with the hashtag, the transcript, everything you need. So this is really, really good, and it gives you a virality score and everything. It gives you also the name. All right, so that step is done. So now we need to export this. Let's do this app. Okay, and let's test the step. There you go, it finished. So exported the step, or it's now processing. Okay, and this is why we have the check status here and with the wait. Let's first do this .app and then test this step. It's still processing, so we need to give it some time to finish processing. I'm gonna pause the video so you don't have to wait with me. All right, so it's done. Let's see, it gave us ready status with the two URLs here. If we open the URLs, all right. So I encourage you to use Perplexity more because with the recent models, so you get captions, you get the right format. It's been getting very interesting, and you get icons as well, like emojis. Sorry, and it's a 16 seconds video. And the other one as well. So we got that done. How beautiful that is, and how quickly we did that. So let's get me back here. So I'm gonna reactivate these so I don't forget. Activate. We have now our working workflow. Again, so to recap, let me save. To recap, we started with a form. The form got, we asked the user to give us the video URL and how many shorts they needed. Of course, you can create more, like you can add this option of how long the shorts can be. And then we started with making the request through this, and here through this HTTP request, we added our Klap .app API key and everything here in the header, so we don't keep on putting the key here every time. And here with the body, we send a body. It's a post, so we're asking the system to do something. We send the URL, we send how many clips, and we can also here send the maximum duration. After we send that request, always with sending request, you want to check the status of your request, and we do that with a get. We will be taking the ID from the previous step. We'll use the same API authentication that we did last time. We just need to choose it because we've done it once. We don't need to do it again. Now with the if statement, we will be checking if the status is ready, and if it is, it goes to the next step. If it's not, it will wait another minute and check again. So after that is done, we need to get the shorts from this request. So we will do this endpoint, and we will specify the output ID. This is a get request because we're just getting how many shorts we got. And here is the example. We got 2 shorts because we specified that we needed 2 shorts in the beginning. And then we need to export. So the export shorts, as you see, it's a command. So it's a post. we need to use this endpoint, and we use the same authentication that we did. And then after giving it an action, we need to check the status of that action. Is it done? Is it not? We'll use the get, and we'll use this endpoint with the same header authentication. And then we need to check, is it ready? Is it not? If it is ready, we will end up with 2 URLs here that we can, from this point onwards, we can start by going to LinkedIn if we need, Facebook, Instagram, or if you want, you can use services like Blotato, where it just schedules everything you need. But this is the brain that you would need. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download this JSON file, so you can just import it, and it will be easier for you to handle everything moving forward. Okay, you just need to click on the 3 dots, then import from file, and bam, you have everything I've set up in here. All right, so I wish you enjoyed this video. Of course, again, Whop is a growing platform. Everybody's jumping onto it. They're paying a lot for clipping, and clipping is the action of taking a long video, making small clips out of that. And if you make these small clips out of that and upload it into your own TikTok and social media, Whop will track how many views you get. And here, for example, you get $3 for 1K view, so it multiplies. If you get 10K views, you can multiply that, and then you will have you will have how much. So people here are making thousands and thousands of dollars, and with this system, with this automation, you can automate hundreds and hundreds of videos per day. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll leave some important links in the description for you below for you to check out. Thank you for watching.